And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Martin Scorsese, Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, Lily Gladstone film based on the book Killers of the Flower Moon. That's right, the new film is here. Martin Scorsese is back directing this epic film. And gotta let you know right off the bat, this movie's long. So if you're planning on watching it, be prepared. It's a long movie. But let's talk about what exactly is this film about, because when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, okay, you have the Native Americans. It looks like they struck oil, and this is all in the trailers, folks. So spoilers for the trailers if you have not seen the trailer. We know back in those days, oil was basically hitting the lottery. Literally. So the Native Americans, they find the oil, they got the properties, but they're not sure what to do with it. Do they cash it in? Who keeps all the money? Obviously, they're all pretty much family, especially if you're in one tribe. They split it up equally. So what happens? White man shows up. He shows up and is like, hey, we can help you guys out how to, manage your money, make housing, be with, marry a white man, a white woman, that way your family can be financially stable for the rest of their lives moving forward, all that good stuff. And you have Robert De Niro, who's like the most nicest guy you're probably ever going to think of seeing. He donates money, he builds these towns, he helps the Native Americans to, settle in to the new world, because, the world has changed at this point. And then, of course, you have DiCaprio. He shows back up from the war. Everything seems to be okay. Unfortunately, some things start to happen when a lot of murders start to go down. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened or who's been planning these murders, but a lot of murders start to happen among the Native Americans, circle. A lot of money to be taken if anybody causes these crimes. And I guess in that point, this was a very, obviously it's based on a true story as well, which I had no idea. I didn't even know it was a book at that point either. So obviously that's very horrible. So basically they were, the Native Americans were getting killed for their money. Why? Because there was a lot of money back then, especially when you had oil. Oil back then was literally hitting the lottery. Before the lottery was probably even invented at that point. Literally. It was like you had the land, if you struck oil on that land, you were basically Donald Trump back then. So that's exactly what you were. You were all those rich guys. So you have DiCaprio, he comes in from the war, he meets a beautiful young, Native American woman played by Lily Gladstone. And they fall in love, and then things start to get kind of, I wouldn't say complicated with her own personal, self, and of course, surrounding her family and people around her. Murders start happening and other stuff. And when you watch it, it's just very fascinating to see. And I think what Scorsese did, he captured everybody in a way that really stayed truthful to all the people who was involved with this story, and also the book as well. And like I said, I never read the book, so I'm not sure how faithful it really was to the book, but to me, it did a really good job, and I really enjoyed this film. So let's talk about DiCaprio, because honestly, at this point, DiCaprio has already proven himself to be one of the greatest of all time. I mean, this guy got his Oscar finally. Like, he can just do any kind of movie, and he does not phone it in. He always puts 110%, sometimes even going even beyond the distance of that, and he does a phenomenal job. Robert De Niro, once again, Robert De Niro is Robert De Niro. There's nothing I can say about him, but besides perfection, he's great. There are some moments in here I do wish we would have got more screen time with DiCaprio and De Niro, only because, I mean, there was enough screen time, yes, but I kind of want to see more. The back and forth between them was just so good. I just wanted to see more of it. So that would make my only negative. And for the young lady that I really don't know too much about her. Lily Gladstone, phenomenal job. She did a really good job. I would not be surprised she gets nominated as well. And once again, Scorsese proving that making 3-hour epic movies, is a good thing. Like I said before, this is a almost 3.5 hour movie, not counting commercials of trailers and all that stuff. This movie's long, and but it doesn't feel like to the point where it's like, oh, come on, get to the point already. No, this whole movie just sucks you in right away. And you just keep being fascinated by the story. Even if you've never heard of the book or knew the story behind the actual events that actually took place about this, it's just so fascinating to see what happened back in those days. Why the Native Americans and the white men, always used to hate each other. A lot of it was because of color, obviously, and a lot of it was because, some of the Native Americans, when they had their land, some of them probably did struck oil. Back then, like I said before, was pretty much you're king of the mountain if you have that. So, yeah, I thought this movie was great. A little bit too long, sure, but to me, I know going into Martin Scorsese films, I know if it's a slow burn, I can understand, okay, cut couple of things here and there. You don't need those couple scenes, but I feel like in this film, I have to watch it again. I felt like there was nothing that was needed to be cut out to make it a little bit shorter. I feel like the necessary 3.5 hour long film was necessary because it needed to tell the story properly. And, when you make a movie out of a book, and the book is like this thick or whatever, even if it's this small, you want to make the details mean something. And I think the details in the movie really was brought out a lot. Was brought out really, really well. And I thought it was really good. There's some moments in here that's kind of like I can't believe that actually happened in those times. Kind of those gut feeling punches like, ooh, how can America be like that back in the day? Like, seriously, And like I said before, DiCaprio's great in it. As always, I would not be surprised if he gets nominated too. I think this was like the first time him and De Niro worked together for like maybe 30 years or something. I think DiCaprio worked with him before. I'm not really sure. I might be wrong about that, but this could have been the first time they worked together. Or something. I'm not too sure about that, but maybe if you guys know, leave me a comment below, let me know. But yeah, I still enjoy this film. Is it the best film of the year? I don't know. I might have to watch it again because right now Oppenheimer is still number 1 for me. But this movie is great. I might have to watch it again just because I need to see where it's totally different films. Obviously, totally different films. But as of what's the best picture right now, for me personally, it's still Oppenheimer. No doubt that this movie will get nominated for best picture. Once the actors go back to work, and support the actor strike. Everybody must support that. Anyway, it's gonna get nominated for sure. Scorsese is probably gonna get nominated for best director. It's gonna be a tough one. I mean, we got Napoleon coming out soon. I cannot wait to see that. But this movie and Scorsese doing another great job. I love Scorsese films. He's got some great ones, and he's got some good ones, and then he's got some okay ones. Even the okay ones are just they're good. But then he's got the heavy hitters. This might be a heavy hitter, in my opinion. So I enjoyed it. I might have to go back and watch it again. A very fascinating story. Obviously, very tragic as well. There was a lot of tragedy, surrounding this story. Like I said, I never read the book, so I really don't know how truly faithful it really was to the book. But I'm pretty sure the real story behind it was just as terrifying and all that. So yeah. So if you got a chance to go check this out this weekend, go give it a shot. Just letting you know, it's a 3.5 hour movie. Just letting you guys know that. But if you guys like Martin Scorsese, you might actually like this. If it's not for you, it's not for you. If you want to wait till it comes out to VOD, that's no problem. You can watch it at home at your own pace. Pause it if you go to the bathroom or something. I can't tell you exactly when to go to the bathroom in the movie theater because this is such a there's so many key elements in here that I don't want to spoil in case you want to see it. So just go check it out for yourself and let me know what you guys thought about it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you love it, you love it. You thought it was fascinating like I did, that's good too. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. And what's your guys' favorite Martin Scorsese film? Mine? I think it's still Wolf of Wall Street. I think Wolf of Wall Street might be still my favorite. Especially with him and DiCaprio, and that movie gave us Margot Robbie. So yeah. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Stay tuned for more. And thank you very much, and have a good day.